Illinois Governor to Trump. Do not come to Chicago, as President signals potential National Guard deployment. Washington, D.C. Illinois Governor JB Pritzker issued a stark warning to President Donald Trump on Monday, telling him, "Do not come to Chicago," in response to the president's comments about potentially deploying the National Guard to the city and others to combat crime. This comes after Trump signed an executive order establishing specialized National Guard units trained for public order and civil disturbances, leaving the door open for rapid deployments to urban areas struggling with violence. During a press briefing at the White House, Trump told reporters that these units are ready to go anywhere, with less than 24 hours notice, specifically mentioning Chicago as a potential target for intervention. 3 inches we can go anywhere on less than 24 hours notice, Trump emphasized when asked about preparations for Chicago, adding that the city is in desperate need due to high crime rates. The president suggested he might act even without requests from local governors, citing his authority to address what he described as a national crisis. The executive order, signed on Monday, directs Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth to create specialized units within the National Guard, equipped and trained to assist law enforcement in managing civil disturbances and ensuring public safety. It calls for the establishment of a quick reaction force for nationwide deployment and requires each state's guard to be resourced accordingly. Trump indicated he would seek congressional approval to make these changes permanent, speculating that Democrats might support the measure despite opposition. Democratic leaders swiftly condemned the plan. Governor Pritzker, in a video statement, directly addressed Trump, saying, "Do not come to Chicago," and accused the administration of trying to manufacture a crisis for political gain. 2129 Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson echoed these sentiments, calling the potential deployment a flagrant violation of our Constitution and uncoordinated, uncalled for, and unsound. 2023 Johnson further warned that the people of Chicago would rise up against Trump's tyranny, emphasizing a 30% reduction in homicides as evidence of local progress. 11/23, Illinois Senator Tammy Duckworth, a Democrat and combat veteran, criticized the move as politicizing the military, calling it un-American and a misuse of troops for partisan purposes. Former Chicago Mayor Rahm Emanuel, now a commentator, accused Trump of putting boots on the ground in American cities instead of overseas, drawing historical parallels to authoritarian tactics. California Governor Gavin Newsom also slammed the plan, joining other Democratic governors in opposition. On the other side, supporters of Trump's agenda argue that intervention is necessary given Chicago's ongoing crime issues, which they describe as a national disgrace. 24 reports indicate the Pentagon has been planning for a Chicago deployment for weeks, potentially involving thousands of troops. 7/21 Trump has already mobilized over 1,700 National Guardsmen across 19 states to assist with immigration enforcement and crime crackdowns, separate from the D.C. operations where more than 2,200 troops are aiding local police. 10:30 in Washington, D.C., Guard members have been authorized to carry weapons for self-protection and are even involved in beautification efforts like removing graffiti. Legal experts have raised concerns about the order's implications, noting that National Guard units typically fall under governor's control, and federal deployments could violate the Posse Comitatus Act, which restricts military involvement in domestic law enforcement. Critics, like Representative Jamie Raskin, DMD, have labeled it a Mussolini-style military march, while former Representative Adam Kinzinger called it a path to dictatorship. 1618. The administration has pointed to declining crime stats in D.C. under federal oversight as justification, though overall U.S. crime trends show mixed results. Trump has hinted at expanding to other cities like New York and Maryland, stating, "I think Chicago will be our next." 22/27. As tensions escalate, Illinois officials, including Attorney General Kwame Raoul, plan to address the issue further, vowing resistance to any unwanted military presence. The White House has not specified a timeline for any Chicago action, but the rapid mobilization capability underscores the potential for swift escalation in this politically charged debate.